What are we doing? I forgot. What are we doing? I don't know. My bye. What are we doing? It's standing up. It's standing up is what we're doing. Stand up, stand up. And then run! Okay, where are we? Where are we? What, who, what? Who needs tea? No, we need book! Book! We must read book! We didn't finish our book club! We must find out more about Dick Warhide! And his adventures! The fastest bullet alive! A Dick Warhide novel. Let me just double check this is not the... Yes, okay, cool. We shall read it. By D.B. Steele. Wait, is it D.B. Steele the other house one? Hold on. Isn't it by the same author? Ah, it is by D.B. Steele. Let's see, read. By D.B. Steele, the fastest bullet alive, a Dick Warhide novel. The location? Outer space. The mission? Dick Warhide going to outer space. The man? Dick Warhide. Dick Warhide knew only one thing about outer space. Anything you kill in space stays there for good. Couldn't remember where he had learned this piece of information, but it was about to save his life. 2 days ago, he had boarded a spaceship bound for the Global Alliance space station. Most field agents required extensive training to prepare for a mission to space, but Dirk Warhide was no ordinary agent. He completed the 3-week training program in a mere 6 hours. He taught himself physics in order to build on his own spaceship. Apologies. The cough has... I have the cough. Enemy of narration! That cough! Dirk Warhide was no ordinary agent. He completed the 3-week training program in a mere 6 hours. Taught himself physics in order to build his own spaceship, and most importantly, he could hold his breath for up to 30 minutes at a time. Oh, that is absolutely shockingly amazing. This last point was important because Dirk Warhide didn't trust the government-issued spacesuit he'd been given. It was common knowledge that the government filled their spacesuits with government air, a type of air subsidized by the government for public use. And so it had inevitably been breathed by all manner of degenerates such as actors and theater performers and improv comedians. Dirk Warhide trusted air that only he had ever breathed, and so throughout the mission he had only allowed himself to breathe once every 30 minutes to consume as little of the degenerate air as possible. At this very moment, he had just taken one such breath. He's floating in space just outside the Global Space Alliance space station, fitted in his government-issued spacesuit. Not 100 feet away, a vicious man named Commander Huntington was waiting, also floating in space. However, Commander Huntington was wearing perhaps the most elite spacesuit ever constructed. A fusion-powered nanoparticle exoskeleton made from steel and magma and designed by a man who didn't know how to love. Dirk Warhard grimaced at the relative puniness of his own suit as the government air rushed into his lungs, and he screamed as the horrific thought of mediocre community improv assaulted his mind. Commander Huntington smirked, aware of his obvious advantage. "I see you, Dirk Warhard," he yelled. "I see you and the pitiful equipment you've lugged up here. How could you ever consider yourself a match for my superior exoskeleton?" As he said this, the exoskeleton blinked in a pattern of glowing green lights that looked like a snake, which Dirk Warhard thought was super cool. "Face it," chuckled Commander Huntington, "you've lost! Outer space belongs to me now, and with my unstoppable technology, I will rule all over it like a king." Dirk Warhard wanted to yell back, "Well, you can't do all that stuff because if you're dead," but he knew that doing so could easily shave 10 minutes off his breath-holding time, so he instead turned to someone who could do all the talking for him, his trusty handgun. Dirk Warhard pulled the handgun from its holster and pointed it at Commander Huntington and squeezed the trigger. The bullet exploded out of his gun, raced towards Commander Huntington, and slowed to a complete halt inches from Huntington's face. Commander Huntington burst into laughter. Well, it seems the famous Dirk Warhard is fallible. My exoskeleton emits a gravitational field that'll slow your bullets to complete halt. Do you see how useless it is to oppose me? I am invincible!" And the lights on his suit showed the cool snake eating toxic waste and surviving. It was a terrible moment for Dirk Warhard. His gun had never failed him before, and he had fired it over 1 million times at over 10 million people. "You'll never be able to shoot me," taunted Commander Huntington. "Your bullets aren't fast enough." Suddenly, something sparked in Dirk Warhard's mind. The commander's words echoed in his ears. "Your bullets aren't fast enough." His mind stirred. A memory of himself as a young man suddenly flashed before his eyes. "I said, your bullets aren't fast enough, Warhard." It was the voice of Hollister Mad Black, Dirk Warhard's very first trainer. Mad Black had been the one who shaped Dirk Warhard into the heroic agent of violent justice he would one day become. Mad Black was a brutal teacher, unrelenting in his methods, and incredibly specific in his background knowledge of your insecurities. And on this particular day, Dirk Warhard had spent all afternoon at the firing range while Mad Black berated him. "Your bullets aren't fast enough," Mad Black growled. "They're pathetic. They've got all the intensity of a comatose infant dying of the plague underwater. Do it again!" The young Dirk Warhard grimaced, his sweaty hands gripping the handgun, and he fired the gun once again with all his might. The bullet went fast, really, really fast. But it wasn't fast enough for Mad Black. "No, yelled Mad Black. "Still too slow. My grandmother could hobble faster than this, and she's literally made of bricks. Do it again!" Dirk Warhard was nearly at his limit. He'd been shooting the bullets as fast as he knew how to, and it still wasn't enough for Mad Black. Dirk Warhard slumped his shoulders in resignation. Mad Black got right in his face. "Now you listen to me, Warhard. We aren't leaving this pristine, privately funded underground training compound until you fire a bullet so fast it leaves me in tears. And I've only cried twice. Ever! So stand up, put yourself forward like a man, and fire the gun!" A wave of determination swept over Dirk Warhard's face. He threw his shoulders back, raised his handgun into the air, and focused his mind on the one single thing in the world that brought him true happiness and inspiration. Dirk Warhard! He grinned as his finger clenched the trigger with every fiber of strength he had. He screamed at the top of his lungs, "I'm Dirk Warhard!" The bullet erupted from the gun, traveling at speeds he'd never known before. Hollister Mad Black smiled. "That's it, Warhard! That's what I wanted to see! Again!" Dirk Warhard fired the gun again, this time with even more strength than before. His finger moved with a velocity he had never known in his life, slamming down into the trigger. "My name is Dirk Warhard, and I am Dirk Warhard!" The bullet erupted from the gun at a blazing pace. Again and again he fired, each bullet faster than the one before. After nearly 9 hours of uninterrupted gunfire, Dirk Warheart had last paused and lowered his handgun. He turned to see Hollister mad black with a single tear rolling down his cheek. Number 3, Warheart. Not bad. These words echoed in Dirk Warheart's memory as his mind raced back to the present moment where Commander Huntington continued to taunt him using the exact same words he had already repeated like 5 or 6 times by now. Your bullets aren't fast enough to defeat me, Dirk Warheart. Dirk Warheart smiled. He gripped the handgun like he'd grip a beloved friend and pointed it at the commander, who simply laughed. Go ahead, try your best. Dirk Warheart closed his eyes and thought deeply about the one thing in the world that he truly loved, the source of all his inspiration, the only man whose air he would willingly breathe, and the only family member who had never sold his personal information to a country we're at war with. Dirk Warheart. A warmth filled him from within, circling his body before traveling downward into his finger. It was as though his finger was moving all on its own, unencumbered by any burden of life or physics. Like a being of pure light traveling in a perfect world, his finger squeezed the trigger with more strength, more velocity, more momentum than any man alive knew was possible. Nobody had ever fired a gun like this before. Nobody! With a deafening crack, the bullet fired directly at Commander Huntington. For a split second, Huntington felt a genuine shock that he may have been outmatched. And then, nothing. No reaction at all. Commander Huntington was perfectly fine. Ha! He laughed. You missed! The famous Dirk Warheart fires the shot of a lifetime and he misses. Unbelievable! Huntington couldn't stop himself. He doubled over with laughter. But Dirk Warheart didn't seem to mind. In fact, the faintest grin danced across his face. Commander Huntington laughed and pointed at Dirk Warheart in mocking derision, until suddenly he was seized by a very unusual feeling. What was this feeling exactly? It was as though his exoskeleton was gripping him just a bit less tightly than usual. In fact, he was starting to feel as though there were no exoskeleton. Not merely that the exoskeleton had been destroyed, but that it had never existed at all. Dirk Warheart had hit exactly what he'd aimed at. The bullet had erupted from the gun at such an unbelievable velocity that it couldn't be contained by the very fabric of space around it. It shredded through reality, setting quantum matter alight in its wake, and in doing so it pierced the veil of time. A bullet traveling so fast it traveled backwards in time. Backwards a minute, and then an hour, then a day. Years began to fly by, and the bullet lost no momentum. It soared through the years until at last it found its destination, the steel and magma laboratory where the exoskeleton had been constructed, honed and refined in its design by the scientists who didn't know how to love. Decades of work and research had culminated in the unstoppable exoskeleton that Commander Huntington wore today. Yet here, at the start of it all, Dirk Warheart's bullet re-entered the fabric of space. It flew straight and true into the liquid explosive core of the facility, generating a spark that blew the entire facility to pieces. No exoskeleton would ever be constructed here. That much was certain. Now, in the present moment, Dirk Warheart watched as Commander Huntington grasped and flailed at the empty space surrounding his body, where the exoskeleton had been just moments ago. As Commander Huntington scowled at him in a combination of spiteful fury and suffocating, Dirk Warheart couldn't help but laugh. Dirk Warheart had always despised the past, but today it had saved his life. He knew it would cost him precious air, but he was too swept up in the emotion. He turned to outer space and yelled, "My name is Dirk Warheart, and I will defeat the past even if it takes me the rest of my life." And then he laughed and laughed until inevitably he had to breathe again, as he inhaled the horrific thoughts of the return of good-natured community actors just trying to get a leg up in their highly competitive industry. He shuddered in disgust, but somehow it didn't bother him. Here in space, watching as Commander Huntington suffocated, or whatever he was doing over there, Dirk Warheart felt certain that he had made his old trainer proud, and that was all that mattered. Somewhere in the past, Hollister Madblack smiled ever so slightly, and nodded in glowing approval as another tear ran down his calloused, stubbled cheek. Number 4. Not bad, Warhard. Not bad. Ooh! Wow, that was an exciting adventure! These books be goofy! Very goofy! Let's see, we got 1, 2, 3... We got 3 more books to go through! Bat lady! Bat lady! Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Welcome to Wanderstop. It's a tea shop. Tea? Oh goodness. You see, in my hometown we're forbidden to drink tea, so yeah. But it sounds like we weren't in your hometown. Right, of course, that's true, but well, it's just that they said it's forbidden, and no tea ever, and that sort of thing, so yeah, it wouldn't be allowed, you know, I couldn't. Sounds to me like you definitely want tea. What? No, haha, no way, what? No. What kind of tea do you want? What kind of tea do I get to pick? Yeah, like, what do you want me to put in the tea? I guess maybe, gosh, how about books? Books? Is that not something people put into tea? Did I do it wrong? It's just that most people ask for tea with fruit or leaves in it. Oh no, I was way off. Oh my gosh. Books? What was I thinking? No, let's try it. I want to know what a book tea is like. Really? Okay, well then, sure, I suppose. Book tea coming up. I'm gonna go find out what a book tea tastes like. That should be fun. We do a pop pod. Let's do a whaling fruit. Whaling. Where's whaling? I need to go pick up a whaling. What do I have? I have stuffs. We do not have any. Okay, I need to go get. The whaling plant. Which one's whaling? It's the round berry. Which one is that? I don't know which one's the whaling berry. Is it this one? I think it might be this one. Yeah! Snag. And then I am going to put in, especially since we're doing 2 cups this time, because I want to know. Where is another? And then I need to go get effective currency guides economics. Oh, that was cool. Ah, that was cool. Ooh. I wonder how this'll work. Ah, he's gonna be so excited! I'm gonna try a book tea! Alright, we need 2 mugs. There we go. Here you go. Book tea. Okay. How does it taste? I think it's good. Or maybe, gosh, well, I don't know what book tea is supposed to taste like, but I think it's probably good. Kinda makes me want to start a business, like I could run a company, maybe. So why aren't you allowed to drink tea back home? Oh, we have all sorts of rules. There's like a million things we can't do. But it's not that bad, honestly. Other than all the rules, yeah, it's great. Making my own tea. Let's see if we can get some flowers. I'm gonna try book tea.
Does this taste like leather? I guess I don't know what leather tastes like. You know, leatherworking was the one single thing my dad was good at. He'd always make people gifts on their birthday. Things like shoes or a handbag or whatever. But it was always a hobby for him. He refused to do it professionally, you know, to take it seriously. And that killed me. Because, come on, this is something you're good at, or you could be good at, really good. So it was such a waste in my mind. I told him that. Told him it was a waste. And I remember, God, the look he gave me when I said that, of like I'd said the most demeaning thing to him. I'd never seen him get mad like that before. I wish he'd been like that more often. Mad.
That didn't turn out the way I hoped. Water with an ingredient in it? That's all it is. You don't have any miracle palm, do you? It's a sort of fruit. Miracle palm? I don't remember seeing that in my field guide. Oh, okay. Well, I was going to say, if you did have it, then maybe you could make a tea out of it? But it's totally fine if you don't have any. I'm actually not sure. Let me check with Boro. Customer over there here mentioned a fruit I've never heard of. Miracle Palm? My heavens, Boro has not received a request for a Miracle Palm in many ages. Here, I will be explaining how to acquire it. Miss Alta, Did you know that the mushrooms in our clearing can be used to alter your large hybrid plants? Take a look at this cute little mushroom, for instance. If you are putting 3 of the same mushroom around a large hybrid, it will change the plant's color. And not only is it changing the color of the plant, but of the fruit as well. If you were to make a wailing tree and you alter it using these mushrooms, the fruit it produces will be a different color. Using these mushrooms. This is a miracle palm. In fact, it is exactly the same as normal wailing fruit, just simply looking different. If it's the same fruit, why did the customer refer to this one as miracle palm? Regional differences. In a place such as often Firelands, they would refer to this particular fruit as the miracle palm. But to us here, it's just a good old-fashioned, funny-looking colored wailing fruit. How does that sound? All good? Wailing tree surrounded by 3 colorful mushrooms. Got it. Perhaps it would be good if this information was written down someplace. How about this? Boro will add a couple of pages to your field guide. There, you see? Each mushroom is having a different effect. These pages will be in the mushroom section of your field guide. I am having a bit of a thought. My friend is from the often Firelands. Yes, the birthplace of rules and order. They are quite famous for their many restrictions there. Very much is being off limits. I'm guessing that their friend has never had the opportunity to try out some more colorful foods. Miss Alta, perhaps you might consider adding 2 extra fruits to the miracle palm tea? Our tea machine really does create such bizarre colors in the tea. The more fruits, the weirder. Of course, this is not a requirement for miracle palm tea at all. It simply might be a fun surprise for our guest. Okay, I've tucked your ear off quite enough. Here, miss. Ooh, let's see what the mushrooms do. Yay! Soup shrooms! I know what I'm gonna do. Shrink the large hybrid down to a... Ooh! Very nice. You should color the hybrid and its fruits to an ultimate palette. Because its large hybrid produce trinkets instead of fruits. Well, I don't think I like goop shrooms. But now I know what to do with the shrooms. Oh, hi, Rin. Hello. Oh my gosh, Rin. Your arm. What happened to it? I did not see that. It was... Oh, poor Red, you lost an arm. I was caught off guard. Uncommon for me. Not like myself. Go take a seat, okay? I guess I'll bring you some tea. Yes, tea. Is there any particular flavor you want? No. Okay. I know what the mushrooms do. Time for shrooms. Time for shrooms. I'm going to turn this one into a cuttable one. Let's see, we want... It's just a whaling. So we need to make miracle palm. what I needed. I'm gonna go get some orange ones. Nana! You packed up? You betcha! I've reached what we called market saturation. The customer pool here is tapped. I can read the writing. Time for me to pack up and move on. Did you achieve all the business you wanted to achieve? Sales were, shall we say, unimpressive. But it's not all about sales. You know what it's about? Brand presence. These people know me now. I'm a fixture in their lives. I didn't buy anything, but they're thinking about me. That's the big picture. One day, they won't be able to imagine life without the firm, profitable presence of good old Nana. This is called investing in the future. You kids wouldn't know a thing about it. I will miss you, Nana. No, you won't. You're just confusing me for the fabulous services I offer. I've already left this place in my mind. You're just a husk to me now. Bye, Nana. Good luck. Have a safe trip. Don't dump your trite platitudes on me. I'll miss you. Come back soon. No! If yours, yes, Nana. You'll always be welcome here for a cup of tea. Really, double check here. Go get. I need to make a whaling fruit. I don't think that's the way that was supposed to. Let's see. So yellow surrounded by pink. Need the heel shift shrooms. I need heel shift shrooms. I wonder if I can use the dupe shrooms. I got the gift shroom, which is not what I wanted. I suppose you can use it around a plant that has already been exhausted. Perhaps liquors. Still shroom. Interesting. that's unfortunate. Or maybe not. Wahahaha! Miracle Palm! Well, the officials don't have any wavelengths. Alrighty. Let's see. Confidence in math. Let's do a bite berry. Do we have any bite berries? Need some water. Also, I need some dope shrooms. Doopy doop shrooms. So we should do bite berry and alternate colored Ezzy fruit. Let's see. Oh no. District room. They seem to be perfectly happy to see me now. And about. Oh, we should go get more tea. I'll just leave that one down. Basket. Make some tea. Let's see. So we got the whaling, pipeberry, and you know what? We'll do a snow cone. E. Yum. Also, it would seem I need a great many more dupes. See if we can get some more mushrooms. Brush, brush, whisk.
Yeah.
Woo! I know. Never mind. That's just see. Need to go find our plants. There's our dupes. There's our cube. There's our cube. I need to go place some things down. Right. I need to go make some tea. this has to be the actual, most colorful drink I've ever had in my life. What did you put in this? And I can taste Miracle Palm too. You found Miracle Palm around here? Boy, oh boy, this stuff is a delicacy back home. My absolute favorite meal, no question. Dang, it tastes just like home. Where are you from exactly? Have you ever heard of the Often Farlands? Way on the other side of the mountains? If you've heard about our legendary strict set of rules. We've got a lot of rules. Never heard of it. Oh, well, I guess I thought a lot of people had heard of us. Maybe not? What brought you out here? Oh, well, gosh. I don't think I want to talk about it, actually. Sorry. Oh, but hey, I've actually got a photo of what the Austin Farlands look like. See? Aren't those cave structures neat? Hey! Oh, man. I really want to go back home someday. Or, I really want to go back someday. Here, you can keep the photo if you like. I have a spare. Oh, that's not fair, hot pounds. Sure, why not? Yes. Great, here you go. And thanks for the tea. We are putting it somewhere cool. Yeah. I'm gonna put it out here. Oh, no, never mind. You go right there. Well, actually, no. You know what? Maybe not. Let's put that. Yeah, that's a nice place for it. Let's see. And then we need gold. Another mug. Piggy. Apparently you cannot pocket the window. Go get some stuffs. Trinket. Extra gumball. Dapat si gumball. Ikaw siyang makakit. Ren, hello. Here you go. Here you go. I know tea won't really help much, but hopefully it feels good to drink. Now that I'm looking at it, I do not feel very thirsty. Do you need help with the wound? Does it need to be looked at? I have cauterized it, as per my training. It should be free of infection. The pain, I can handle. What happened? I do not wish to talk about it. Are you feeling okay? I am feeling not entirely well. My arm. But this is only a setback. Yes, I am being tested. I am called to action. As always, the universe presents me with a challenge. I rise to meet it, or I do not. And to this challenge I rise. I will recover from this and become twice the fighter I was. Twice the fight. I've become incredibly dizzy. That's his money worthy, eh? You should probably rest. Yes, I will do that. Where Otta? Yes? Would you permit me to give you something? A decoration for your shop. What decoration? My mask. It would have a good home here. What? Why do you want to give me your mask? Isn't it special for you? Yes, that is why I wish to give it to you. My mask is an extension of my warrior's spirit. It speaks to the virtue of persistence. When I wear it, I feel emboldened. I felt as though I should leave it with you. No, alright, I'll take it. Very good. I will place it by your sword. That way, you can be reminded always of the warrior spirit that is still in you, waiting to re-emerge. Fine. I will do that now. Well, now what am I supposed to do with this extra tea? Boro, do you want tea? I don't know what to do. Did you see that guy in the mask, Ren? Yes, of course. Boro noticed the two of you preparing to do a combat of something. Has something happened? He wasn't the person he wanted me to be. Or, I wasn't the person he wanted me to be. He was an asshole, actually. I wasn't the person he wanted me to be. Ah, I see. Are you the person you want to be? Yes? No? But I don't know. It's weird. This is a weird time. I don't want to talk about it. Of course, please forgive me. I am sometimes getting too personal with questions. Well, Boro will simply say that he very much enjoys the person that Miss Alta is. Our masked friend is welcome to his opinion, but now you are having my opinion as well. Rather I be able to fight, yes, but Boro does in fact care for Miss Alta regardless of whether she can fight. Anyway, that is all for Boro Opinion Hour. I will leave it to you, and I hope you are feeling okay. You want tea? Why, Miss Alta, you have brought Boro a cup of tea? Yes, I have. Yes, this is for you. Wonderful. Especially since Ren didn't want it. Pineberry tea, one of Boro's absolute favorites. Ah, to make a person think back on innocent times, this tea is quite special. Miss Alta, I will tell you that every time I am drinking it, I get a different memory. Once it was of my younger days, another was of a time spent with Boro's friend Sylvia. Another was the first time Boro ever tasted tea. Can you imagine? Ah, and another was building of the shop, Wanderstop, many years ago. Why are the thoughts always different for me? Most people, it is always the same. To be honest, I am not sure. Perhaps I am always changing my mind about innocence. Innocence is not such a simple thing, no? A fickle state of mind. Perhaps there was some difficulty in all of those memories. Well, I am becoming lost in my thoughts again. Haha! Surely you must be used to it by now. At any rate, thank you very much for the tea, Miss Alta. Eat. We have got to do tea. See? Also, where did Ren go? He said he was going to drop off his mask by the... I'm gonna go check up on my sword. I can remember where I placed it. I still haven't rested enough. It's been forever. How much longer until I've had enough rest? What's it gonna take? Good question. Quite the stump. I'm gonna go check on Ren. Seems to be what we should be doing right now. Should also go find the other book. No! Bad plans. Need anything? Oh, are you not talking? Is this happening again? Okay, well, it's the pain of becoming. I'll go talk to Boro. Clean up work. Clean up work. It's so pretty. What is this? Is that the picture? Who is this? What picture is this? Water spirit person, I guess. Not familiar. Yeah, we'll leave it there. It seems like a good one. Where's Boro? Boro! Hey, it's happening again. The thing where people don't speak. Ah, yes. Boro was very curious whether this would be the case. I am supposing it is time once again to go to the shrine under the willow tree. Let's go there now, yes? Oh, are we going to a different version of the clearing again? Most likely, yes. Okay. Come, we'll explore it together. Wait. Yes? Boro. Please. I need to know why I can't fight anymore. I need to know what's wrong with me. I have to know. I can't keep going on like this. Please, can't you help me? Can't you do something? Can't you fix me? Miss Ota, may I make a suggestion? The next time you are sitting down at the shrine, I suggest you are holding this question firmly in your mind. There's a state of transition as the forest takes us from one place to the next. This transition place is quite powerful and may respond to your inquiries. But you must be holding the question clear in your mind, yes? Shall we go there now? Yes, I think that should be good. Let us go light the shrine. There's a bench. Neat. Wow. will light the shrine once more. And there we go. You may simply sit down whenever you like. The shrine will take care of the rest. I am wishing you well, Miss Otta, as always. Whoa. Bit by bit, we are slowly figuring things out. Time to go visit. You know what? Maybe we'll save this for next time on the next episode.